Well, good morning, Wenatchee Wolves fans from Tri-Town Arena in Hooksett, New Hampshire. We are getting ready for the start of the Wenatchee Wolves versus the East Coast Spartans. Should be a good matchup. We've got about 30 seconds until the warm-up buzzer sounds, and then we'll get this one started. As you can tell, we've not got the best spot video. I'm on the defensive zone for 2 periods for Wenatchee, but there are not many places to stand here. So we'll do our best to call out the other end on the audio so we can see who's doing good things for the Wenatchee Wolves as the game progresses. Today I've heard that we do not have Thule Eisenbeis won't be playing in this game, but he'll be back for our next one at 6:40 is what the rumor is. We've also got another player suited up for Wenatchee with number 23 jersey, trying to figure out who that is as there's no name on the back. And I'm trying to see if I can recognize the face. So there'll be right there is 23 as Wenatchee goes into this. Oh, what we're saying is it's Andrew Newsma. It's not in his normal number 5. He's in a 23. So maybe he has left his jersey somewhere. So we'll just call 23 Newsma for those people at home. And if we're wrong, I apologize. So as they get the Wolves chant, we're going to go into center ice and start this game. East Coast Spartans is who we're playing. I don't know much about them either. As the teams go to the bench, set the goal on the posts. If you've got some issues with either sound or video, please drop me a note in the chat section of YouTube and I will look down at that and see if I can get it. We've got Wi-Fi from the rink. It looks like it might be a little bit choppy. Hopefully it's good enough that people can see. If not, I will try, although I don't have much as far as phone connection to see but I can try to see if I can do better. But so far so good. As Drake Flynn comes out, gets ready to take the face off, we'll also have again number 23. We'll call that Newsma and Fritz on the back end. Looks like we've got Mr. Ott and Mr. Bartell's going to round out the starting lineup for Wenatchee as the referee comes in to drop the puck, and we're going to get ready to go. Puck drop goes to Wenatchee, comes back to Fritz. Fritz is going to dump it in deep. Goalie is going to pick it up into the glove, and we'll just have another face-off. We're going to again play 2 25-minute halves, it looks like, in this game. Typical East Coast Elite Leagues process so that they can get an ice clearing as again Wenatchee takes the face-off. Shot taken by Bartels, but East Coast is going to come back with it. On the defense is Fritz. He puts him up against the board, back deep into the corner. Newsma's going to help out. We're behind the net. We're going to get to the one spot I can't see with my camera. Is it right below me? Shot taken, bounces off Young. And back in the corner. Good physical play by both teams there as we go to the boards. Ott sends it up to Flynn. Flynn's going to carry it across. Back, nice little pass, but Ott wasn't ready for it, and East Coast is going to take control. Nice play there by Parent, separates the puck as we get a line change for Wenatchee. Deep it goes, Parent's on the forecheck, turns around, East Coast is going to turn the other direction. And the puck's going to drop into the Wenatchee end. Carter there with the puck as they send it the other way. Childers is trying to make a move. Little bit of a hold there. Backhanded pass or shot goes behind the net and picked up again by Underhill. Childers back into the corner. He's pinned up against the board. Out with it's going to come East Coast as we go back the other way. 23:38 left in the first half as the shot's taken. Easy glove save by Mr. Young. And we'll have a face-off and line changes on both ends. Coming in to take this face-off will be Mr. Beliveau as he's going to get some center duties. White and Lindbergh will be on defense with Foot and Whitman. Excuse me. It's into the corner. Down there, it's Mr. Whitman. Trying to get it out. He's unable to. Comes back, going to be picked up by Beliveau. Beliveau's going to go behind the net. Takes a look off the board. Lindbergh gets a big hit by East Coast. Keeps it in this end, and they dump it. Whitman with it. He bounces it off the board. Lindbergh's going to pick it up. Into the neutral zone, and finally back into the East Coast end, where they quickly take it. Send it the other way. Behind the net, corralled by Young. Grabbed by White. And he's going to skate it himself as he's looking for an opening. Big a hit missed by East Coast as White was able to see it coming and make a step to the left and avoid the contact. Comes back to Fritz. Fritz is going to carry it in front of Young. Back up off the board. Stopped by the referee. Shot taken. And popped off to the left by Young. Back into the corner. And up to the point where it's misplayed by East Coast. Good play there by Bartels to steal it. He's got an opportunity as he goes for the break. Makes a move. Backhanded shot is corralled. Stopped by East Coast. Sent out. Second shot blocked again. And sent back to the point. Point dumps it in. Back behind the net. And Flynn is there to pick it up. He's going to battle in behind the net. Comes out with it as East Coast. Spartans send it out of play and we'll have a face-off. 21:55 left in the first. Score is 0-0. Face-off on the Wenatchee offensive end. Out to take it will be Flynn. He'll be joined by Bartels and Ott. On defense will be Nusma and Fritz. Face-off's controlled initially by East Coast. Shot taken by Wenatchee as they make the steal. Nusma keeps it in. Another shot's deflected by the defense, goes back into the corner. Out with it comes East Coast. They're going to make a move through the neutral zone. Nusma with a good poke check, keeps it there. Finally dumped in, but corralled by Fritz. Fritz sends it all the way over to Parent. Parent's going to send it, get it poke checked back. Young's going to send it over to Ott, and Ott's going to get it back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Nusma. Dumps it in, trying for Childers. Childers makes a rush, goes back behind the net. But East Coast Spartans are there first. They're going to send it all the way back down. We're going to reset as the pass goes to Parent, who dumps it in. Childers is giving chase. And East Spartans are going to make a move back the other way. Carter's on the defense. Good poke check by Carter. Sends him back behind the net. Comes out to the point. Shots deflected over to the left. And there to defend it's Carter after another shot comes in and has to be blocked by Young. Weasel with the move, gets it up off the boards and back the other way. There to pick it up's Underhill. Underhill's going to look, takes a shot, and glove stop by the defense, by the goalie, excuse me. And East Coast is going to try to get it out. Good play by Underhill to keep it in. Goes to the corner. Lindbergh's going to follow. Stopped and picked up by Underhill. East Coast gets the deflection, still a scrum. Back on the board, out with it comes the Spartans. Spartan with the move, going to come in, shot across, and it's a goal. Good play by the Spartans as they make a move through the blue line. Comes over on the right side. Everyone seemed to be looking at the player as he's going to make a shot, and he makes a good pass over to the wide open back door, and the score is now 1-0 for the Spartans with 20 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. Beliveau in to take the face-off after the goal. Controlled by Wenatchee, sent back in deep. There on the chase is Foot. Foot gives it up, and shot taken off the post and back into the corner. Spartans wrap it around, gets all the way out to the blue line where it's picked up and sent down the other end. Whitman's there to pick it up. Tries to dump it, and again, the neutral zone play ends up with Whitman giving it up to Beliveau. Beliveau with the shot right into the midsection of the Spartan goalie. There's a little contact in front of the net. as the whistle is blown for another face-off. In to take this one will be Flynn. He's going to be joined again by Bartels and Ott. Newsma and Fritz will be on the defense. And there's 19:29 left in the first half. Flynn wins the face-off, gets it back to the point. Fritz picks it up. Shots dumped in, up off the shoulder of the goalie, back in to the circle. Bartels is there to pick it up, sends it in behind the net. He finds, believe that was Underhill. Excuse me, make that Newsma that was back in. He moved up from his defensive spot. Got a whistle, I believe, as the puck goes out of play. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off for the Wolves. 19:10 left in the first. Score is 1-0 in favor of the Spartans. Flynn comes in to take the face-off. It's controlled by the Spartans, sent back in behind the net. There to pick it up is Bartels. He's going to make a move along the board. Good pass out to Ott. Ott's in the neutral zone and able to send it down in deep. Make that out of play. I thought it got past the Spartan bench, but it did not. Line changes by both teams. This one's going to have Underhill and Parent come in with Childers entering to take the face-off. He'll have Measle and Carter on defense as the face-off goes to the Spartans. Childers on the forecheck with Parent. They get it out to the blue line, neutral zone, pass all the way across behind his man, and Carter's there to steal it. Sends it up right to a Spartan, but he's able to get that pass back. Carter sends it in deep, giving chase his Parent. Measle with the puck, he takes it, sends it along the board. Childers is there, gets through his legs, and Spartans are going to take control once again. Childers comes in, makes a move, but can't quite get hold of the puck as he tries to steal on the Spartans. They pull it back into the corner and do a pass across. Bad board hop. Childers has got it. He comes in, makes a shot off the leg pad of the Spartan goalie. Spartans coming back the other way. Good defense by Lindbergh, sends it back into the neutral zone. Underhill with it. He makes a move, sends it back. Sorry, I'm having some problems seeing who that was too, but it gets back in the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to have to reset, sending it in deep. Belleville with the pressure, followed by Lindbergh, I believe. And the Spartans have an opportunity as they come in. Good back check by Belleville, takes the puck away. Sent back in deep towards the corner, there to pick it up is Whitman. Whitman sends it along the boards, it's out into the neutral zone. Pass comes in again, it's Whitman. He gets it out towards Foot. Foot dumps it over towards Lindbergh. Lindbergh's going to make a move. Lindbergh sends it in deep as Wenatchee's going to go for a change. Spartans pick it up. And send it in back behind the board where Young's going to get it. Sends it the other way. Shot from the points, wide right. Covered by Whitman. We'll just call that, on this end, we'll call that the left post since I'm actually standing behind the net. So we'll go with, we'll start calling this end by the hand of the goalie, and that was on the left side as Flynn comes into the circle. Comes out to Wenatchee. They're going to carry it into the zone. That'll be Newsma giving it up to Bartels. Bartels sends it right back. Newsma makes a move. Backhanded shot goes wide right, but picked up by Wenatchee. Out towards the zone. Fritz is unable to handle it. He's going to have to take a step back. D to D goes to Newsma. Newsma's going to look through the legs and off Flynn's feet. And good play by Bartels, sends it in deep. Wenatchee's going to take that pass from the goalie, but immediately give it up to the Spartans. Good play by Flynn, keeps it in. Newsma moves up, can't find anything at the top of the circle. Makes another move and sends it in deep to the right side. Fritz has actually moved up. Both the defense were had moved up. Now they're back in their spots. Comes off the board, and Newsma gets called for the high stick in the neutral zone. And we'll come to the other end for face-off. Wenatchee's going to take this opportunity to change lines. Coming in on the defense will be Measle and Carter. Parent, Childers, and Underhill, with Parent taking the face-off. Goes the Wenatchee way. Taken in behind the net. There to pick it up's Underhill. Underhill dumps it into the neutral zone where Parent's there. Parent off the board. Good move by him. Comes in towards the circle. Childers is battling, trying to get in front of the net. A lot of interference going on over there. As it goes into the corner, kept in by Underhill. Underhill moves up and is taken down. No call on the play as Spartans go the other way. Measle's going to have to take a 2-on-1 opportunity. Comes across the middle. Good stop by Young on the play right from the slot. Parent down here in front of me. You can't see it, but he is a wrecking ball here in the corner. As Measle comes out with it, sends it all the way over to Parent, just a little in front of him, and Spartans take control. Bad pass by Spartans. Give it up. Moving across is Measle. Measle makes a move, deflected by the goalie, and I can't see what happened, but we've got a whistle. And my crack spotting crew is going to tell me. They didn't see it either, so we're going to have a face-off. I think the net came off is what ended up ultimately happening, as we had a pile up in front of the Spartan net and a whistle. And we're going to have a face-off in the left circle after the referees make a net adjustment on the post. In to take the face-off will be Beliveau. And it's going to come out to the Spartan favor, and Fritz is going to, or excuse me, Whitman's going to have to make a move, and he does. But there was a good pass by the Spartans sitting out in front of the net, and Young makes a great stop on the crossover to get the save and keep the Spartans from scoring. So it's 14:33 left in the first half. The 1-0 is the score as Beliveau takes the face-off. Goes out to the Spartans, who control it back up off the point. Shot taken, deflected. Another good stop by Young. And taken by White. White gives it up to Beliveau, who gives it right back to him, and White's going to cross over the blue line. Shot taken from the circle, sent in and up over the net, and back to the point where it's kept in by Foot. This time the pass goes out into the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to have to reset, put on the forecheck. Foot's there to put on the forecheck. Pass goes all the way back behind the net. D to D. Whitman now has it in front of me. Intercepted, and Nusma's going to have to make a play. Out to Nusma. Nusma's going to move it in. Taken by Spartans as Wenatchee gets a line change. And they're going to carry it in. Good play by Bartels to steal that puck. And a big hit to put the cherry on top of it as it goes in, but it is taken by the Spartans into the neutral zone where Wenatchee gets it right back. Giving chase in back behind the net is Flynn. Bartels with the shot wide left, goes in behind the net. There to pick it up's Flynn. Flynn's going to carry it forward. Good move. Gives it back to Ott. Ott's pinned up against the board. And out with it come the Spartans. Pass goes to neutral zone, dumped off to another. The defense comes through the middle. Good plays by Wenatchee as they separate from the puck right into, as it goes the zone. Nusma misses it, sends it out front. Shot taken from the slot, wide left, and up off the board. Another shot taken from just above the circle. Easily corralled by Young, and we'll have a face-off. Not sure if the referees here in New Hampshire understand what off-the-puck interference is, but there's a lot of it going on in this game. Childers steps into the circle. Face-off won by Wenatchee, but controlled, given to Measle. Sent up into the neutral zone. Parent's going to give chase. Taken by the Spartans and sent back in off the board. There to get it's Whitman. And they're going to call an offsides against Wenatchee. And Childers is going to come into the neutral zone face-off with Measle and Carter on defense, and it's won by Wenatchee. Controlled there, Metten. Out to the point, D to D. Measle with the shot wide left. Childers trying to get it. Comes out with Spartans. They send it up high. And there to pick it up is Measle. Measle can't quite get it out. Sent back down deep. Oh, and another shot. As from behind the net, the pass comes out, defense steps up, and they're able to put it in on Young's left side to make this 2-0 with 11:44 left in the first half. Two to nothing's the score as Belleville enters the circle after the goal. 11:44 in the first half as Belleville is ready for the face-off. Comes down, goes the way of the Spartans. And they send it across. Whitman with the good hit, separated from the puck, comes down into the circle. He's going to pick it back up. Carried it himself, sends it in off the board on the chase. Back behind the net it goes. Whitman's there to pick it up. So he comes out, takes a look, sends it towards the net, off the post and to the left. Lindbergh with the pressure is enough that it can come out to White. White sends it across to his partner at the top of the circle, shot taken, and it's gloved by the East Coast goalie. And again, we have a scrum in front of the net and a whistle. Flynn comes in to take the face-off, comes back out to the Spartans. Spartans wrap around behind the net. Change directions. Comes in off the board and all the way down the ice. Young's calling for the icing. He's going to get it, and we'll go back at the other end and do this once more. Flynn steps in. This time Wenatchee's going to come with it. Blocked off, shot taken, but blocked off the leg pad of a defender. Back out to the point. Again, shot taken wide left by Fritz. And Spartans are going to get it into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Nusma. Nusma's going to cross mid-ice, kick it in himself. He's going to take a look. Shots off the leg pad. Second shot goes off to the left, and we're back into the corner. Nusman knocks it back into the board onto the right side. Flynn's there to try to get it. Comes to Fritz. Spartans send a stick, get it all the way back. Ott's going to cover, and he bounces it out to Fritz, who's going to take it into the neutral zone himself. Carries it into the East Coast end, back into the corner behind the net. Flynn's going to give chase, and he comes out with it initially, and then it's taken by the Spartans. Kept in by Fritz, sent back deep into the left corner. And out of the zone back to Measle. Measle's going to take a look all the way over, bouncing, but picked up by Underhill. Underhill gets it taken from him by East Coast, goes the other way. And off to the right, good play there by Measle to knock it away. Sends it to Childers, who's got a head of steam. He's going to cross it himself. He takes a look, back into the corner, sends it over, but no one's there, and East Coast is going to pick it up. We've got a whistle as the net goes off the post one more time, and we'll have a face-off. In to take this face-off is Belleville. Comes into the Spartans. Spartans wrap it all the way around there to get its Whitman. Whitman sends it back in deep. First person to get there is a Spartan, but he's got Lindbergh right on him as it goes behind the net. Good forecheck by Lindbergh as he keeps the pressure on. Spartans send it in deep. They had a man that had gotten behind the defense, but he could not control the puck. Measles there to put on the pressure. In behind the net. Comes out in front, knocked away by Young and Measle. A lot of sticks hitting the puck there as it goes, kept in by East Coast. Measles there to pick it up. Sends it behind the net to his partner, Carter. Carter sends it up. And in the neutral zone, it goes to Lindbergh. Lindbergh sends it over to Bellevaux. Bellevaux at the top of the circle with the shot. Off to the left from the blocker of the East Coast goalie and behind the net, where Bellevaux's going to dump it in again. First player to get there is going to be East Coast, but it's going to be taken immediately by Foot. And we've got a battle behind the net. Foot pins him up against the board. Now Lindbergh's there. We're all pinned up against the net. Oh, there's a shot to the head. Not called as Spartans put an elbow to the head of, I believe it was Foot. All the way across, good stop by Young as it comes the other way. Sent in again, this time it's gonna be picked up by Flynn. Flynn takes a look, sends it across. And Wenatchee's gonna go for a change. East Coast picks it up in the neutral zone. They're gonna come across, big hit. And White's gonna come pick up the loose puck. Pinned up against the board, White's there. East Coast comes out with it, sends it up to the point. Shots taken, blocked by Young. White's got it. Ott can't get it out, but East Coast is going to carry it to the neutral zone for him. Comes in deep, go back to get it. No icing on the call. I don't know what the refs are looking at there as it comes out. Pass goes to East Coast. They're at the point. Shots taken, blocked by White. Another good block, this one by Bartels. Nice hit by Bartels up against the board. White's gonna come out with it. He's got pressure down underneath me. Big hit on him. Battle continues down here and it comes in behind the net. Shots off of White's foot. Bartels gets it out. Childers is giving chase. Comes towards the blue line, comes out. Fritz is going to be the first one to get to it. He sends it across, taken by East Coast. He was looking for Childers. And East Coast is going to send it in and deep, and it's going to be covered by Young. 6:26 left in the first half, scores 2-0 in favor of East Coast Spartans. Childers is going to stay in. He's got Parent and Underhill. Newsma and Fritz will be on the defense. Childers is in the circle. And it comes off to Fritz. Back into the corner. There's a battle. Out with it is going to be Fritz back behind the net. He sends it towards Underhill. Underhill gets it to Parent. He comes across, carries it across the zone, and is pulled down with no call as it comes to the point. Back into the center it goes. Underhill gets there. He sends it behind the net. Parent's going to pick it up. Childers is making a move. Shot in the net. Childers gets one wide left on the shot. Newsma with it. Moves, steps up from his defensive spot. Parent's going to cover for him. Newsma there. Takes a shot right into the center section of the goalie. Comes out to Fritz. Fritz with a shot. Also covered in. Underhill with an opportunity. As everybody gets plowed in front of the goalie, as it looked like every East Coast Spartan decided they were going to go to the net and take Parent for a ride. Excuse me, it wasn't Parent, it was Underhill. Nope, got it wrong again. It was Newsma. Line change for Wenatchee, 5:39 left in the first half. Flynn comes in, joined by Bartels and Ott. Fritz and Newsma will be on defense. Puck comes out to Wenatchee, goes out to Fritz. Fritz looks, sends it back over to Ott. Ott gets it underneath to Flynn. Flynn takes a shot in behind the net, into the corner, and it's picked up there by Bartels. Bartels behind the net, trying to find an opening. Gets it out in front, great play as Bartels comes out around, sends it out to, let me take a look, Bartels, who buries it in the upper right-hand corner for the goal. So call that one. Must have been Ott with the pass behind the net. I thought it was Bartels, but Bartels gets the shot. And 5:21 left in the first half. It's now a 2-1 game in favor of the Spartans. Bartels with the goal, and I'm going to call it for Ott with the primary assist. As Flynn gets waved out of the circle after the goal, and Ott's going to have to take the face-off. Face-off goes to the Spartans. Spartans turn it around, take a look, back up off the board, still in the neutral zone. They send it in deep. Young's there, puts it in behind the net. Fritz grabs it, sends it to Nusma. Nusma gets it out in front. Bartels is going to have to make a move. First person to get there is a Spartan. They keep it in. On the defense there is Nusma as it goes back again behind the net. Fritz gets it. Deflected by the Spartans. Good play by Nusma to keep it away from the Spartan shooting for the net, and he sends it in deep. Wenatchee on the line change. In behind the net, there's a big trip, not called. Childers with it, keeps it in. Oh, and it deflects to, thought it was going to get to Parent, but it goes to a Spartan. And it goes deep. Spartans on a 2-on-1. Meisel's going to have to cover. Good play by Meisel as he puts the pressure on the shot, and Young with a good stop. Underhill with it. He's got an opportunity. Comes in, takes a shot wide right and behind the net. Carter sends it to Parent. Parent's going to turn around. Sends it in deep. Childers can't quite get to it. Back into the corner it goes. Childers with the hit. And it's going to come back deep. Going to have to chase it down is Carter. No one's really going for that as finally East Coast comes in. Gives it up to Underhill. Underhill loses it initially, gets it right back, goes towards the middle, gives it to Childers. Childers puts it in. Underhill with the pass to Childers in the slot. Childers buries it. Happy birthday to Trevor Childers, as it is his 18th birthday today, and he gets a goal to tie this up with 3:54 left in the first period. Great pass by Underhill to send that to Childers, who was sliding into the slot, and he puts it up into the upper right-hand corner just under the crossbar and ties this game up. Beliveau comes in to the circle, take that face-off after it, taken by East Coast, but a good play by Foote goes to takes the puck away. East Coast gets it into the neutral zone and just barely into Wenatchee's defensive end. Belliveau's going to take it. Good move by him as he gets it out in front. Lindbergh tries to take a shot, can't quite get it. White misplays it as it comes towards him. Back in the neutral zone, he's gonna have to chase it down. Good move there to recover as he takes a big hit on the board. Comes out to East Coast, out into the front, to the slot, shot taken over the net it goes. And I'm sorry, that's a bad angle for this camera, and I probably missed the goalie play there. But as it comes to the point, shots taken, deflected wide left. East Coast is gonna get it in the corner, dumps it right back down there to defend his White. Goes underneath, Bellevau's there. Whitman comes to help out. East Coast tries to get it out in front of the net, they cannot. In the corner battle, as White's gonna be there to pin him up against the board. Bellevaux comes out to help, pops it out to the point. East Coast picks it up, dumps it right back in. Right in front of the net, oh, there's a big trip again in front of the net as the shot goes up off the bar. And on this end, they don't apparently call when the net goes off the post because it was off most of that run. So you probably, so far, that only becomes an advantage for East Coast, I believe. Flynn steps into the circle in the neutral zone after the shot was put into the netting on this end. Face-off goes to Wenatchee as Ott picks it up. Tries to get it in the neutral zone and does, or excuse me, into the offensive zone and does. Back behind the net, good play by Ott. Bartels now on the forecheck as East Coast is trying to get it carried out. Flynn helping out there, but still East Coast gets there, taken immediately by Bartels as it crosses the blue line, and we're back deep into the East Coast end. Bartels with the forecheck. Flynn's gonna pick it up. Sends it to the circle. A lot of sticks on it. Comes out with it is East Coast. They dump it back into the corner to their man. Takes a look. Able to carry it to mid-ice. Across the zone. Fritz on the defense off his leg pad, and it goes into the corner. Bartels picks it up, sends it back to Measle. Measle D to D to Fritz. And Fritz lifts it up and into the neutral zone where it's picked up by the Spartans. Childers with an opportunity. He takes the puck, gets around one man. Good defensive play by the Spartans as they poke check it away as he was trying to get the net. He's got it again, sends it front. Nusma with it, and it's deflected by the defense to the right. Childers holding the puck. And on that end, they call the net off the post. That's the third time for the Spartans. Both, at least two of them were to the advantage of East Coast. And Wenatchee will have to get a face-off. Childers steps into the circle. He's got foot. And Parent with him. Comes out to Wenatchee. Underhill sends it in behind the net, and it goes up off the netting as he was trying to get it off the board and can't quite make it happen. We'll probably go out to the neutral zone. Nope, they keep it in that end for us. And we'll just have another face-off. Childers steps in. He's ready. Comes out, goes to East Coast back in behind the net, but Parent does a good job of picking up the puck. Whitman Carter there to keep it in, but eventually taken by East Coast past mid-ice. They dump it in deep. Stopped by Young. Young gives it to Nusma. Nusma takes a look. Oh, he tries to make a pass, but it goes off the feet of an East Coast Spartan, and Carter has to come back and pick it up. Trying to get it to Parent. Not quite able to, and it goes behind the net where East Coast is able to grab hold of the puck. They're going to skate it out towards the right side. Good stop by Wenatchee to keep it in their end. Childers is trying to get to it. And out with it comes Wenatchee in front of the net. Oh, and Underhill can't get his stick on it to score. Childers with a try, but it's poke checked by the goalie all the way to the other end, and we'll have an icing. 23.7 seconds left in this first half. Score is 2-2. And Flynn comes into the circle to take the face-off. Comes out, in back to the corner. East Coast is able to grab it. Good play there by Ott. He takes the shot. As Ott was able to steal it. And now we're going to have a penalty of tripping against Riley Ott as he was going for the puck but gets a skate instead. That's our first penalty of the game. As Ott's going to go to the box for 2 minutes with 12.4 seconds left in the half. Neutral zone face-off as Flynn steps in. Goes to East Coast. Good play there by Measle. Gives it back to Flynn. Flynn crosses it into the Spartan end. They're going to take it behind the net. 1 second left, and that'll be it. So with the first half of the game complete, as we go in, they're going to bring in the Zambonis for an ice cleaning. Score is 2-2. All right, I think we're back. Let's check. Sorry, My crack production crew here forgot to plug in the laptop, and we ran out of battery on it. I'm gonna have to have words with whoever's running my production here, as I forgot to plug it in. Oh, sorry, I just told you who it was. Forgot to plug in the AC onto the laptop, and the battery ran dead, but it was good timing, as it happened just before, or just after, the end of the first half. Zamboni's on the ice now. We'll be back to start the second half probably in about 10 minutes. Goals by Bartels and Childers in the first half make this a 2-2 game. Again, it is Trevor Childers' birthday today, so happy birthday goal for him. Hopefully we can get a happy birthday win in this game. Also noticed that we are missing some players on the Wolves. As I watch the game, we don't have Ethan in here. Also don't have Xia Fogelgren or Tuli Eisenbeis. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I heard rumors that Tuli would be in. He was not here after the ECEL All-Star game, but would be back for this evening's game. And I'm not sure what's going on with the other two players. So we'll be back with live action here in about, oh, I'd give them 10 minutes from here. I'll leave it on so we can see what's going on. I'm going to turn the sound off and go and take a break myself, and we'll come back as soon as with the start of the second half here in just a few minutes. Did not see the Zamboni go off, and I was off checking the schedule to see if I'd be able to watch the game, so I missed the first minute. It looks like nothing's changed as it comes in, and we stay the same direction. I wish I would have set up on the other end, but for this second half, it'll be just like the first. Puck goes into the corner as Flynn's going to give chase. They wrap it around towards the board. And hopefully with where the camera was sitting, everybody could see it. Back behind the net it goes. Comes out with Wenatchee. They send it across. And back into the zone it goes. Young's going to have to recover. Gives it to Measle. Measle sends it out. There to pick it up. So Ott gets it over to Bartels. Bartels is going to carry it across mid-ice and into the zone. Makes a move, takes a shot between the legs. Off the left side of the goalie it goes. Back into the corner. Out with it comes East Coast. Sends it into the neutral zone, up over, and should be icing. And that's the call. We'll go back to the other end. So first half play, see all the goals by Bartels and Childers to tie this up. And we continue to be tied at 21:51 left to play in the game as Belleville comes into the circle to take the face-off. If you're from the Wenatchee Wilderness and you're watching these Wolves play, we should have a game at 2 o'clock your time Pacific at another arena, followed by the second Wolves game as the face-off goes to the East Coast. Should be able to get both those games in as they're back-to-back on the same rink as long as we have an internet connection. Carter with it at the blue line, taken away by East Coast. Young comes out to get it, and he sends it the other way out of the zone. But East Coast retreats all the way back into their end. They're going to make another rush, cross mid-ice, and dumps it in deep. There to get it is Young, and he's just going to cover it up so that Wenatchee can get a change in and go into this face-off. Coming in on the offense will be Underhill, Childers, and Parent. White and Whitman will play defense. Face-off goes to Wenatchee. Parent's going to take it. He sends it across, intercepted by the Spartans. They're going to turn it the other way. They send it in deep into the corner. Giving chase is Whitman, but White's going to get there first. Taken by the East Coast right up underneath me, out to the point. Shots taken. Stick saved to Young's right. Childers is there. Comes out in front. Shots taken off the legs of Young. He sends it towards the circle. He's got Underhill. Underhill sends it across to Childers, who's going to carry it up. Childers makes a move, gets by his man, passes it across the front, and it's deflected by the East Coast goalie. Back the other way we come. Through into the Wenatchee end, sends the pass. Shots stopped by Fritz and Childers. Comes out in front. Fritz is going to get it. He's got Underhill on his left. Fritz carries it across the blue line, takes a look, makes a move, backhanded shot, and glove saved by East Coast Spartans goalie, and we've got a whistle. Flynn comes in to take the face-off after the East Coast save. Comes off to Wenatchee. Deflected shot goes back in behind the net, and out with it comes the East Coast. Good play in the neutral zone by Fritz. Pins it up and back into the East Coast zone we go. Good forecheck there by Newsma as he steps up. Makes a deflection, puck goes out of play. Flynn's going to have the face-off duties once again in this neutral zone face-off. Comes out, controlled by East Coast. They're going to retreat, set up their offense, take a look. Comes out into the middle, carried in and defended well by Newsma. It comes out to the front into the slot. Back up, shots taken off of Fritz's legs. Sent back towards the point. Deflected up behind the net. Nusma with the puck. He's able to take it back in the corner, taken right back by East Coast. Flynn's there. Good defense, but East Coast is able to keep control. Up the point, shots taken. Good job by Ott. Stick his body in front of it, get it back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Fritz. Fritz is going to carry it across. He's got 3-on-2. Shots wide left, back into the corner. There to pick it up is Belvo. Belvo sends it in towards the corner. He's pinned by the Spartan defense. Out with it come the Spartans. Pass is intercepted by Wenatchee, sent in behind the net again. There to get us Belvo. Belvo takes a look as he comes out to the circle, sends it across. He has Carter. Carter can't get to the puck, and Wenatchee has to give chase back into the neutral zone. There's Foot. Foot's going to come forward. He takes the shot wide right. East Coast picks it up back behind the net. There on the forecheck is Wenatchee, pinned up against the board. Out with it comes Wenatchee, initially taken by East Coast quickly and wrapped in behind their net. They try to send it long. Measles there, he takes control, sends it towards Childers. Childers can't get to the puck, and it's going to be icing. It's good thought by Measles, just could not make the connection as Childers had to step on his man and could have had an opportunity, but will get icing instead. Childers steps into the face-off circle. Puck's dropped, comes in behind the Wenatchee net, back into the corner, there to get its White. White sends it out towards Parent, can't get it out of the zone. Should be a hand pass, but it's not, as comes back into the Wenatchee end. Whitman's gonna have to pick it up. He gets it to Childers. Childers gets it out to Parent. Parent makes a move back to Childers. Childers has got to carry it across the line. He makes a move, gets his man on the ice, and behind the net he goes. From behind the net, Spartans in. There's a ton of interference on that end, and they don't call it. As the Spartans come across, deflected into the leg pads of Young. And White comes out with it, sends it back towards Whitman. Whitman gets it out of the zone to Underhill. Underhill sends it right to a Spartan. And they're going to turn around and come the other way. Good play there by Flynn. As White's into the corner, out with it comes Wenatchee, but immediately get a hit, comes by the Spartans in front of the net, and a trip onto Whitman by the Spartans. No call again. Shot from the points deflected by Parent. Good play by him. Good stop by Young. Out in front of the net, he's able to get a stick on it, comes the other, oh, and a great play by White to lay down in front of the net, in front of the shot, and keep it away from Young as Wenatchee goes the other way. Neutral zone play. Alley-oop pass goes in behind the net, stopped by Young. He sends it back towards Bartels. Bartels sends an intercepted pass, and good defense saves an opportunity from the Spartans. As we get a big hit back in the corner and finally get a penalty on the Spartans. They've been doing this kind of thing for the whole game. And down on the ice is Whitman, and Pepe Sandoval is going to go out and take a look at him. Whitman took an elbow to the back of the neck and then was forced into the board. He's moving, sitting up, as his head was shoved into the board. Depending on how they call that, should be a 2 and a 10. We've got 16:03 left to play in this game. 2-2 is the score. And Cole heads towards the bench. He looks like he's doing okay. Let's see what they call this. They're talking to the referees are both over towards the East Coast bench having a discussion. Whitman takes a seat. He looks like he's doing okay. And out with it they come. I have not seen a signal as they come to the Wenatchee end to discuss what the call is. Nothing's on the board. And we got a major penalty. So 5-minute penalty is on the board for that hit on Whitman back in the corner. And that's the appropriate call as he gets the major. And goes to the box. So it looked like I believe the player that made the hit actually went to the locker room as we get the 5-minute penalty on East Coast. Face off by Flynn, goes back towards Wenatchee. There to pick it up is Newsma. He grabs it in the corner, sends it over to Fritz, and they make the breakout. Pass comes from Fritz to Newsma. It's deflected by East Coast. He turns around and loses control once again. Fritz is going to reset. He falls down. Sends it out to Flynn. Flynn gets it out to Newsma. Newsma sends it over to Ott, and they're into the zone. Good stick work by East Coast. Sends it in behind the net. Flynn's there to corral it out to the point. Fritz with it back towards the circle and across the middle. There it was Ott, but he could not get the one-timer going up in front of the blue line. It's Fritz. It's right to the circle is Newsma, and behind the net is Bartels. Good stop by Wenatchee on the blue line. They're going to call an offsides, but it never went out as far as I could tell, but that was a close call. Wenatchee with the line change, 4:05 left to go in the penalty. 15:07 left to go in the game. Face-off goes to Wenatchee, comes back into the line. Measle with it, gives it to Carter. Carter gets it across. And it's picked up by East Coast. Sent all the way down to the other end. Carter with it, he's gonna skate up. There's a trip, but not called. Sent across to Wenatchee. Childers picks it up there, and they're gonna call offsides. New line in as Flynn comes in. Face-off goes way back into the Wenatchee end. 3:32 left to go in the penalty as Newsma picks it up and goes in behind the net. He skates out, takes a look, gonna skate it himself off the foot of on the pass. It was off the foot of a Spartan, and we're gonna have to reset once again as Fritz picks it up. Skates it into the zone. Back behind the net, takes a look over towards the circle to Newsma. Newsma's going to carry it back in and behind the net. Out to the point it goes. Into the middle. Shot taken off the leg pad to the right. Second shot comes in the middle. We have a scrum, and now we got a whistle. And there's a pile up in front of the net. And the puck comes out from in front of the goalie, and we'll have a face-off in the Spartan zone. Face-off comes out, controlled by Spartans, sent in deep. There to get it is Fritz. He can carry it out. He takes a look, sends it up to Ott. Ott gets it over to Nusma. Nusma's going to carry it in. Nusma sends it in. Good pass. Nice stop in. The second shot is also blocked. Spartans are going to come out with it. Good play by Flynn to put the pressure on. We've got 2:24 left in the power play with 13:23 left in the game. Nusma with the puck. He's going to carry it across. All on his own. Gets it into the circle. Going to take a look from down in the corner. Turns around. Sends it down in deep. Shot taken. 3 shots taken, all off the leg pads of the goalie and taken by Spartans. Measle with it, sends it across. Underhill's going to pick it up. Going to have to reverse as Parent comes out. Gets it to Underhill. Shot taken in, a goal there. From the left slot, Nusma takes the shot as he moves it in. Let me look at it again. Underhill takes the shot, I'm sorry. With 12:42 left in the game, Underhill gets the shot from the left slot, puts it in the upper right-hand corner, and it's 3-2 Wenatchee as Childers comes in to take the face-off after the goal. Face-off goes to Wenatchee, knocked back into the zone. Oh, good steal by Parent as he comes up on the forecheck and takes it back from East Coast before they can opportunity to get it out of the zone. This is a major penalty, so we're still in the power play even though we've got a goal. 1:22 left to go. Up under the blue line it goes. Underhill takes a step up, takes a shot, comes out in front. Childers comes in, puts a stick on it, and Spartans are able to cover. 12:15 left to go in the game. 1:12 left to go in the power play. Childers enters the circle after the cover, controlled by Wenatchee. Nusma with it, he sends it out to the point. There's Underhill, he sends it across. Shots taken, it's off the leg pads and deflected, but able to cover is Wenatchee. D to D, pass point to point, Shots taken, one-timer wide left. Childers was in front trying to get a deflection and is put onto the ice. Out with it comes the comes the Spartans. They're going to carry it all the way across. Back in behind the net. Measle's able to get it. He's going to skate himself, sends it over to Childers, he sends it over to Underhill. Underhill with the shot off the shoulder of the goalie. Childers gets it back in the corner. 2 men on him, sends it out to the point. Measle's there, gives it back to Childers. Childers sends it all the way across. Shot taken in. Oh, I thought that was going to go in. Nice save by the Spartan goalie. There was a big hole on the left side. Carter sends it across, deflected up behind the net. Childers picks it up, sends it over top of the circle. Underhill's got it. He gives it to Carter. Carter with the shot, and it just misses as a blocker save on the left side. Stopped by Underhill. Good play. And we've got a breakaway. Measle's on the defense as it comes forward. And good play as Young and Measle are able to deflect that off to the right and turn it the other way. 10:53 left to go. We're at 5-on-5 hockey. Parent with it. Comes in, takes a shot. Parent puts it in. Upper left-hand corner as he comes in with the pass from Measle. Parent holds it there, makes the defense commit to his 2 wingers, one on the left and one on the right, and then takes the shot himself, puts it up in the upper left-hand corner. Make this a 4-2 game with 10:47 left to play. So score 3 goals for that line of Childers, Parent, and Underhill, making this a 4-2 game as Wenatchee comes back and face-off goes the way of East Coast. But Wenatchee comes back from being down 2-0 to take the 4-2 lead in this game. Beliveau with it, he crosses the line, takes the shot wide left, comes out to Lindbergh. Lindbergh takes a look, dumps it in back towards the corner. Back out to the point. White's going to take it, sends it to the top of the circle. Shot taken by Beliveau, and it goes into the leg pads of the goalie and pops out. finally able to cover is the Spartan goalie, and we'll have a whistle. 10:17 left to play in this contest. Scoreboard has a penalty, but we're at 5-on-5 hockey, and I don't know why it's up there. As the puck goes in, shot taken from in the point, just inside the blue line at the point. Glove saved by the Spartan goalie. And I'm not sure what that signal on the board is. I'm taking a look at it, but it doesn't seem like it's impacting gameplay. Beliveau into the circle. Face-off comes out, controlled by the Spartans. There on the defense is Whitman. He is pushed down, shot taken, deflected off to the right by Young. Comes out in front to the point, steps in, D to D. Another shot taken way high, up behind the board into the glass. Lindbergh's gonna cover. Lindbergh dumps it down in deep, behind the net, and we're gonna get a whistle. There's gonna be a slash. It's gonna be on the Spartans. I didn't see it, but that's the call. So with 9:37 left to play in the game, Wenatchee will be on the power play. Flynn with the face-off, controlled by Wenatchee, sent all across just inside top of the circle, put up, and Bartels tries to get a stick on it, sends it off wide left. Comes again out towards the point, moves over to the slot, shot taken, deflected by the goalie up and over the net. East Coast is able to clear, gets it all the way back into the other end. Young's there to get it. He sends it up to Nusma. Nusma's going to carry it behind the net. Nusma moves up, moves around his man. He's going to skate it himself through mid-ice and into the zone. As he crosses the zone, puck's taken, knocked out of play by the Spartans, and we'll have a face-off. 9:04 left to play in the game. And the penalty clock is obviously not working, as it still says 2 minutes. Should have, I can't remember when this penalty started, but we're still on the power play. I'm not sure how much time's left on it. Line change for Wenatchee on the power play as Childers steps into the circle. Puck's dropped, comes out, controlled by Wenatchee. Cleared out of the zone by the Spartans, sent back in D to D. Mizo sends it to Carter. Carter pushes it up to Parent. Parent dumps it in. Childers is on the run. Childers is first player to get there. Poke checked by the Spartans and sent back all the way down to the other end. Carter takes it, he goes behind, starts to go behind the net, gives it back up to Measle. Measle's gonna carry it himself and then sends it all the way across to Childers, who can't get to it. Back in the neutral zone, Carter steps back, gives it to Measle. Measle's gonna step in, goes the other way. This time Childers can grab it. So Childers is put up against the board. Shots taken off the net. Childers is there, puts it back in, deflected, and a backhand also blocked by Spartans. 8:06 left to play in the game. Across it goes from Carter to Whitman. Or excuse me, Carter to Measle. Tries to get it to Parent. Good play by the Spartans. Get it puck back from Parent and send it all the way down to Young. Long pass goes up to Underhill. Underhill's all by himself. All he can do is send it in behind the net as Wenatchee was getting a line change. End of the penalty goes as the shot goes behind the net. Young gets it, gives it up to Bartels. Bartels moves in front of the net, 2 moves, gets a good pass up to Ott. Ott gives it over to Flynn on the left side. Flynn to the top of the circle, no help there. Buried in, we're gonna get another penalty. As I believe there's a charging up against the board. There's definitely head contact. It's gonna be on East Coast as the shot's taken off the leg pad and it's put in by Ott. comes in from behind the net on the right side, comes out, shots taken off the leg pad, comes off to the left, and Opp buries it in the back of the net. With 7:08 to play, we're going to have a 5-2 game for Wenatchee. We were waiting for the whistle, but Spartans couldn't get to the puck. We'll probably wave that penalty off as Wenatchee gets the goal with 7:08 to play. And the refs were trying to get the scoring correct. As it goes to circle, Belleville with the face-off, goes to the Spartans. Spartans move it around, able to get it into the Wenatchee end. Back on the chase is Whitman. Whitman's able to get there, comes out towards the point, and Lindbergh's able to get it into the neutral zone. Good pressure by Foot, but it's sent back into the Wenatchee end. Whitman's there. Good thing to see him back in the game. He's playing well. Sends it into the neutral zone, and Parent's able to get it up towards Foot. We've got a whistle. And it's going to be for a slash. Who's going into the box? It's also the Spartans. So with 6:39 left to play in the game, Wenatchee will be back on the power play as we'll get a slashing call against the East Coast Spartans. In for the power play is going to be, the defense will be Carter and Measle with Childers, Underhill, and Parent. Face-off goes to the Spartans. They try to wrap it around, but there to pick it up at the blue line is Parent. Parent sends it in, gets it, or excuse me, Measle gets it in, sends it back in behind the net to Childers. Childers is there, takes a look, pressure, sends out to the circle to Underhill, back to the point, moving over is Carter. He sends it to Measle. Measle at the face-off circle, back to Carter, shot taken off the leg pads and to the left. Gathering it up is Underhill, back again. Little deflection means it's going to have to come out. Carter's going to have to reset. He sends it all the way across and in, and East Coast is there to send it back in behind the net. 6 minutes left in the game, so that'll be 39 seconds off that power play. The clock's working now, 1:19. Dumped in, but taken by East Coast. Good play by Carter to keep it into the neutral zone, but we'll have an offsides. Line change by Wenatchee. 1:09 left in the power play, 5:47 left in the game. Score is 5-2 in favor of your Wolves. Flynn comes into the neutral zone face-off, joined by Fritz and White on defense. White gets it, gives it over to Fritz. Fritz sends it along the line to Ott. Ott's going to carry it across with a man on his hip. He's separated by the East Coast back into the corner. They're able to wrap it around. White's going to get to it, and he's got a big hit and then pulled back down. No call. It's on both ends. There's two. Now we've got a breakaway and a good stop by Young. Oh my goodness, right in front of the net. As Flynn comes in to take as Flynn came up to protect his player, as the East Coast number 15 sends a person into the post on a dirty play by East Coast, and he takes it, and Flynn goes and does exactly what he should have done. As we're getting a referee discretion on what is an obvious major penalty by East Coast as they come into the slot and bury one of our guys into the post, and Flynn just comes in and So we're still waiting to hear what the call is. Referees are over on the East Coast side. I'm not sure if we got it on the camera, but hopefully I got it over there close enough so that we can see the replay. But from my perspective, standing here, it should be a major penalty. Coach McKelvey's having words with the referees. And what Coach McKelvey is letting the referees know is that this started from the play on the other end of the ice, where East Coast took out one of our players in the left corner, and then up against the board on the right side to create the breakaway as players are laying on the ice. And as they get the breakaway, comes in, Young does a great job to make the stop, and then East Coast player comes in and puts one of our players into the post before Flynn comes in and takes him out. So let's see what the scoring is. They do not give the major penalty. This is a travesty of refereeing right here, as they missed about 3 different plays and then do not make the corrections. Now they're going to change it. Maybe they will get the major. They give a double minor to Drake Flynn. As we're still working on the scoring, so let's see what they change it to. So they pull one of them off. We got 2 players in. It's a double minor, I think, can serve concurrently is the only thing I can guess on our end. I don't know what they put on the board, but they missed everything in that play. That's just a horrible call by the referees. And I may have said that a little loud because I think he can hear me down there. As we go back, 5:19 left to play. I don't know what, they took one of the penalties off the board. Now there's only one. So I'm not sure what happens as the puck comes in behind the net. There to get it is White, taken by East Coast. So we're playing 4-on-4 hockey now. Underhill with the puck, he's going to carry it across. As now we should have an interference call, and it's not there. And after all that, Wenatchee's now on the penalty kill. Neutral zone play by East Coast. Shot taken, wide left, comes out to the corner, back behind the net is East Coast. Good play by Carter to knock that puck away. Point to point. Back over towards the circle. Dropped into the point. Shots taken. Deflected by Fritz over to the right. Fritz is there for the defense. He's able to almost get it out. There's a big trip. You missed that one too. Childers gets it. He carries it across, makes a move. comes by himself, turns around, and sends it in deep. Childers draws the penalty. And 15, the player that was involved in the post, goes back into the bench, or back into the box to sit down again. Maybe it's a makeup call. So we'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 12 seconds, and then Wenatchee will be on the power play as we got 3:31 left to go in this game. 5-2 is the score in favor of the Wolves. Face-off goes to Wenatchee. Shot taken by Measle, deflected up into the boards. Back behind the net it goes. At the blue line, Wenatchee now on the power play. Comes out to Bartels. Bartels makes a move, looks, sends it over to Ott. Ott takes a shot in off the leg pads of the Spartan goalie and covered for the whistle. 3:07 left to play. Parent in with the face-off. He's got Bartels and Underhill with him. Goes to, Beliveau and Bartels with him. Beliveau takes it into the corner, helped out by Bartels, who comes out with it. Bartels comes up to the circle, sends it out towards the middle. Over to White. White at the point, sends it back to the middle. Shot taken, deflected, and knocked out by the Spartan goalie. Back into the face-off circle, back into the point. Sends it up to the slot. Shot taken by Bartels wide right, Beliveau wide right. Measle with it at the line, sends it over across to White. White from the circle, sends it across to Bartels, and then back to Measle. Measle again, White, back to good opportunity there, and the shot is back in behind the net, taken on the point by Measle. Errant pass taken initially by East Coast, but a good save, and then two shots into the face. High sticking is going to be the call as Spencer White takes two shots in the face off the stick of the East Coast. And we'll get a 5-on-3 for Wenatchee with 2:16 left to play in this contest. We'll have 45 seconds of the 5-on-3 as Childers and Beliveau, Foote, Carter, and Fritz go out to run the power play. Childers is going to step in to take the face-off. He controls it, gives it back into Foote. Foote sends it over to Carter. Carter gets it across to Fritz. Back to Carter. Pass comes down low to Childers. Childers looks, sends it up. And an errant pass sends it into the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to have to reset. Fritz gets it. He's going to carry it himself. Gets across the blue line. Drops down into the circle. Back to the face-off. And into the corner. Up to the point. Fritz has got it. He takes it down low. Shots taken, covered by East Coast. 1:45 left to play. 14 seconds in the 5-on-3. Scores 5-2. Wenatchee over East Coast. Childers takes a face-off. Wenatchee is able to corral it. Childers has got it back behind the net. He's going to take a look. He's got Foote. Pass comes in. Shot taken. Glove save by East Coast. Good play by Wenatchee, and just a little bit better of one by the East Coast Spartans goalie. Childers again comes in. 3 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Comes out. Comes across. Shot taken by Whitman. Knocked over to the right and on the board. Comes across. Childers is there to pick it up. Sends it out to the point. Carter gets it across. Fritz is there. And he sends it back in deep. Childers has got it behind the net. He comes around, takes a shot, and it drops in front, and it's wide right. Childers is there again. He sends it back out to the point. Back over to Childers. He takes a look. Tries to get it all the way across, can't quite. keeps the puck and deflected out into the neutral zone. Fritz comes in, takes it back. And behind the net we go. 45 seconds left to go in this contest. Puck comes out to Underhill. Underhill comes across. Just in the front of the blue line. Sends it backhand, but is picked up by the Spartans. They come out, cross the blue line, trying to make a move. Good defense there by Whitman. Sends it back into the corner. 5 seconds left to go in this game as Underhill's going to carry it himself. Pass all the way across towards Lindbergh. Lindbergh takes the shot, picked up by Underhill. Pass goes across out in front. Shots taken, gloved, knocked out by the defense, and that's the end of your game. The Wenatchee Wolves are going to take this one 5-2 over the East Coast Spartans. And I've just been informed that there was 5 unanswered goals. I must have missed some of it. No, I'm just kidding you. So the final score of the game is 5-2 Wenatchee over the East Coast Spartans. And we had 5 unanswered goals to take that victory. We'll be back in about, I'm not sure what time it is right now. It'll be 5 o'clock East Coast time, so that's about 2 hours from now, for the Wenatchee Wilderness game in another arena. And then immediately after that, Cyclones Arena is where we'll be. Immediately after that will be the Wenatchee Wolves in their second game of the day. So we'll be signing off and coming back to you in 3 hours. Hopefully we'll have a good Wi-Fi connection from that in that arena, so we can live stream this one as well. So congratulations to the Wenatchee Wolves and their victory over the East Coast Spartans.